Family Caregiver Alliance was started because two women courageously spoke out at a community meeting about their desperate need for help. Both women were caring for husbands with cognitive impairments, and each faced enormous difficulties. At that time, there was no local, state, or national entity that could help. There were no support groups or respite care, no education programs, no legal or financial assistance. There was little information to help understand these devastating cognitive disorders, and no emotional support for the families. Then this small organizing group did something a bit unusual. They went to the California legislature and proposed a solution. In 1979, the first legislation in the country was passed that recognized family caregivers for their important role and contributions. Funding was provided for a pilot project of services and then again to expand the services statewide in 1984, but the work was not complete. In 2000, Family Caregiver Alliance launched the National Center on Caregiving to respond to our growing role. We know that there will be a growth in our services because we are, as a country, getting older. We are actively pursuing ways to scale our efforts to reach more family caregivers through the use of technologies and finding ways to be more efficient in our service delivery. We are currently enhancing our website to better reflect our programs and products and to incorporate educational presentations. Our consumer information is widely recognized as outstanding and is used around the world. We need to continue to develop our consumer materials and translate them into multiple languages to meet the challenge of increasing diversity. We need to continue our active engagement in providing policy leadership on behalf of families. We need to be at the table for those discussions and to communicate these issues to families and to policymakers. We need to make sure that families are included during important policy decisions. We are known for being a reliable source of information for families, policymakers, and the media. Our knowledge of the public policy arena and respected position we hold in the caregiving field keep us a key player in national and state policy initiatives. Because we are forward-thinking, successful at identifying trends, and in developing effective programs, FCA remains dynamic, innovative, and ready to build on the opportunities as they present themselves. We base our services on the real needs of our caregiving clients. We've met with over 10,000 caregivers in their homes and had that kitchen table conversation about care for a member of the family. Many of our services, education programs, and information materials originated with suggestions from caregivers. We track demographics, social changes, treatment research, and policy development to help shape our direction. We understand the potential of legislation action in collaboration with grassroots advocacy efforts and are fortunate to have wonderful organizational partners across the country. We can be strong as a single voice, but together we just get more done. More important is that FCA has the best staff and board of directors sharing the same characteristics, highly skilled, experienced, and passionate about our cause. We track success by the numbers: clients, website visitors, speaking engagements, media interviews, public policy testimony, publications produced. But more importantly, we measure success by outcomes: problems solved, caregiver stress decreased, caregiver skills increased, and policies changed to benefit families. Some think of FCA as a California-only organization, but we are really a national organization with real-life experience in providing direct services to family caregivers in the San Francisco Bay Area. Every year, more than 1 million visit our website, attend a webinar class, or contact us for more information. Last, and this is flattering, is the misapprehension that we are a larger organization than we are. In fact, we are a small organization with a large impact. We're proud of our many major accomplishments. We've established a statewide system of caregiver resource centers that became a national model, launched our National Center on Caregiving, and lead with service innovations and award-winning consumer publications. Caregivers don't always identify as caregivers. They are wives, husbands, daughters, sons, or others just doing what needs to be done. We need to identify and normalize the caregiving experience. It's just one aspect of everyone's life, and it's okay to seek help and support. Everyone does or will have a caregiving story. FCA will be there to support your journey. We need to offer more free and low-cost services. There is no substitution for talking to a trained staff person who can provide advice on navigating our fragmented and confusing long-term care system. We need to expand our online learning center for families and caregivers with additional classes and practical videos. FCA needs to continue to offer opportunities for families to get a break from caregiving through respite services. Finally, FCA needs support for our policy and advocacy efforts nationally on behalf of caregiving families everywhere. There's a great need to scale our programs so caregivers all over the country have access to direct customized services and training. FCA needs to increase funding for our National Center on Caregiving to continue our work on the national level and to advocate for workable policies to benefit family caregivers. We hope you will join us, and we welcome your support.